everyone, I am Ronaldina Sereno, a physicalist education student from Jose Rizal Memorial State University, Katipunan campus. And for today's video, I will be discussing the rules and regulations in playing floorball and sepak takraw. Floorball is played indoors on a rink whose size can officially vary from 18 to 20 meters wide to 36 to 40 meters long, and which is surrounded by 50 centimeter high enclosed boards with rounded corners. The goals are 160 centimeters wide and 115 centimeters high. Their depth is 65 centimeter and they are 2.85 meter from the end of the nearest boards. Face-off dots are marked on the center line. Dots are also marked. In playing floorball, you have to gather two teams made up of 5 players and a goalie each. Each team has 2 defenders, 1 center, 2 attackers, and a goalie. If necessary, you can also play with 3 players each instead of 5, but each team always needs a goalie. Make sure that the teams are even. If 5 people are playing on one team, 5 people need to play on the other team. You can have a maximum of 20 players on the roster. Wear protective gear to stay safe while playing. Each player should wear comfortable tennis shoes and goggles to protect their eyes. The goalkeeper wears long pants, a long sleeve shirt, knee pads, gloves, and a mask. While you can still play floorball if you don't have protective eyewear, it's highly recommended that you do wear goggles. Use a field or court that's twice as long as it's wide. The typical playing field for floorball is 40 by 20 meters. But if you need to play somewhere that isn't that exact size, just make sure that the proportions are correct. Should be a goal at the middle of each end of the field. Goals are 160 by 115 centimeters. Set a timer for 3 20-minute periods. Each period is 20 minutes long and there's a 10-minute intermission between each period. If the ball isn't a play, such as when a goal is made of there's a penalty, the time stops. Sometimes floorball will be played in 3 15-minute periods so that the game stays under 1 hour. Each team gets 1 timeout that's 30 seconds long. Start each game and new period with a face-to-face. Place the ball right in the center of the court. Equally spaced between both goals. 1 teammate from each team should approach the ball, placing their blades so that the ball is next to the center of the blade without actually touching the ball yet. After the whistle, the 2 teammates go for the ball, trying to hit it back to their own teammates. Before the whistle blows, there should be 2 blades parallel to one another with the ball in the middle, and nothing should be physically touching. It's important not to touch the ball with your blade until the whistle blows. Score goals by hitting a ball into the goals using a stick. Floorball is very similar to different type of hockeys, as you're using a long stick with a blade at the end to maneuver a ball into the goal. In order to win, your team needs to score the most goals while also preventing the other team from scoring. The ball that's used is a plastic hollow ball with holes in it, similar to a wiffle ball. When you pick out a stick, you can choose between softer and harder blades. Avoid raising the stick above your knee or waist during gameplay. For safety reasons, players aren't allowed to move their sticks above a certain height during gameplay. If you're receiving the ball, the sticks shouldn't go above your knee. If you're shooting, the stick can't go above your waist. When you're practicing, it's better to keep your stick lower than needed to ensure you never left it too high. Keep your hands off of the ball during gameplay. Unless you're the goalkeeper, you're not allowed to use your hands or head to handle the ball. Use your stick to pass, receive, and shoot the ball, avoiding any contact with your body. Using your hands or head could result in a penalty. Avoid playing aggressively. You're not allowed to use the stick to harm others, and there shouldn't be any pushing or tackling. Shoulder to shoulder play is allowed, but be a respectful player and stick to the rules to avoid getting penalties. If you do push, tackle, throw your stick, or act aggressively in another way, it could result in a 2-minute penalty. Win the game by scoring the most points before the time runs out. After that 3 20-minute sessions are done, the floorball game is over. The team who has scored the most goals is the winner. If there's a tie, then both teams play for 10 extra minutes. Whichever team scores first wins. Rules of Sepak takraw. Games of Sepak takraw shall be played by 2 teams of 3 players. Games should be played on a court that fits the regulation size and markings as set out by ITSAF, with an official Sepak takraw ball. The team to serve first is decided by a coin toss before the match commences. Play begins with the server is thrown the ball by a teammate and must kick the ball over the net whilst keeping 1 foot in the server's circle. Players may only touch the ball with their feet, head, knees, and chest. Touching the ball with the hand or any part of the body can result in a fault and a point for the opposition. Each team is allowed of a maximum of 3 touches of the ball to return it back over the net without letting it touch the ground. Playing floorball and sepak takraw can make us healthy. So what are you waiting for? Let us play and enjoy. I hope you have learned something from me. That would be all. Thank you.